Hello traders, we'll be looking at the first SOP of the danger zone SNR, which is the rejection at the support of the danger zone SNR. So let's get started. First, let's look at the SOP of this again. So this is the weekly time frame. So the first thing is to mark our danger zone. Remember the first step, guys. Go to the daily, weekly or monthly time frame. In this case, this is the weekly time frame. Second, we go to the line chart. And then third, we mark our horizontal line at the edge of the support and mark the second movement. And the fourth thing we need to do is go back to the candlestick chart. And then we mark the zone from the edge of the support all the way down to the shadow or the wick. So guys, remember again, just in case there is a wick somewhere around here longer, then it's okay. We just ignore that. Most important is here. But however, if there's a wick at the left side of this area, then we just ignore it as well. What we want is this capital letter V only take this shadow. So once we have marked our danger zone, next thing we need to do is to wait for the price to come into this zone. Wait for the rejection of confirmation. So this case, this is the danger zone SNR weekly time frame at the support. We wait at the confirmation for daily time frame or the H4 time frame is the least. So once there's a rejection close above this zone, we wait for the setup. So what setup will we be expecting? The F5 setup. So if this is a H4 rejection, then we will look setup at the H1 time frame and below. If this is a daily rejection, then we look at the setup for H4 time frame and below. Okay, so let's get into the examples at the chart. Okay, I have a GBP JPY on the weekly time frame. So this will be our example. As you can see here, this is a strong V, which is the support. So first we open up the weekly or the daily time frame. In this case, it's the weekly for GBP JPY pair. Second, we go to the line chart. And then what should we do, guys? Yes, mark the horizontal line at the edge of the capital V, this support. And then next, we mark the second movement. Remember? Okay, good. If you guys catch up with me, then it's good. Now the fourth one, what should we do? We go back to the candlestick chart and mark the zone from the capital V all the way down to the shadow. As you can see, there are two shadows here, isn't it? The V is in this shape. Then we take the V shape. Whichever this between these two is the longest, we take the longest zone. And this will be our danger zone SNR weekly at the support. So you guys get it right? Good. Next, let's go to the daily time frame. We want to look for confirmation of rejection. Now here I want to give you an example. So if we go to the H4, as we can see at the daily here, it reject. And as we go to the H4, we can see that there's a bullish engulfing that is the high risk type. So this considered as the bullish engulfing high risk type. If me, I wouldn't consider this as a good rejection. Remember, at the basic engulfing class that we learned, this is the bullish engulfing of the high risk type. If there were another bullish candle here, Marubozu, then yes, I will take it as a good rejection. But now it's showing a red. No, it's very high risk. So we wait. So once at the daily time frame, it shows that there is a rejection or what we call the candlestick reversal signal. Price made a 3 white soldiers, and at the same time it closed outside of this zone. Remember the CRS that we learned, the class confirmation of rejection. Yes, we learned about that, okay? So you guys have a look into the Google to have more detail on the CRS. Next, we move on to the smaller time frame. In this case, this is the H4 time frame. As you can see, we have a potential setup, which is the QMR. So we have the low, high, lower low, higher high, okay? Then we mark the horizontal line at the left shoulder. This is the left shoulder, or we call it the low of the QM. And then next, we mark the zone as easy monitoring when the price comes back to this zone. Okay, you can mark all the way from the body to the shadow, it's fine. No specific zone that you need to mark. And then we check at the higher time frame for confirmation. What we say confirmation is that the price of the setup has to be at the body of the reversal. So this 3 white soldier is the reversal. As we can see, the confirmation is at the body of the reversal candle. So this 3 is considered as the reversal of the white soldiers as long the setup is not in this area. Let me draw it again. As long the QMR is not in this area, this is super high risk if the QMR is in this area. So next, we go back to the H4 time frame and we wait for the price whether react or not. As you can see, the price has react to our setup. Price comes down, take our order and go on a new uptrend. So that's all, guys. Simple, isn't it? Okay, this is the rejection for DZ SNR at the support. So now, guys, I already show you one by one, step by step of how we look into the trading view chart. What I want you to do now is to do 3 screenshots of assignment. Okay. The topic will be the rejection at the DZ SNR at the support level. So I'm going to show you example how am I going to do my assignment for this SOP. See, I have prepared one here. This is my main setup, which is the QMR H4 GBP JPY. As you can see, I have drawn that the price has reacted. Okay. And before that, I want to do is to mark the danger zone weekly because price has react from the danger zone weekly. I want to prove that. Second thing, I want to show that there's a confirmation of rejection. The daily time frame has shown that there is a reversal signal, which is the 3 white soldiers. And I want to show that in the H4 time frame of the setup, this is the main time frame of the setup, which is the H4. There is a QMR setup with the low, high, lower low, and the higher high. At the same time, I want to show that this setup for the confirmation is at the body of the reversal. So I screenshot this as a confirmation of the setup. So remember, guys, we have the main time frame for the setup with the QMR H4. We want to show that this price has react from the danger zone weekly of the support. Next, the price has showed confirmation of rejection on the 3 white soldiers on the daily time frame. QMR setup at the H4 time frame. I want to show that this QMR setup is at the confirmation at the body candle. So you have to show these 4 things at your assignment. Write a precise and short note so that we understand what is going on. So we can say that the price react danger zone weekly by reject at the daily time frame with 3 white soldiers outside of the danger zone support weekly. The H4 has a QMR setup with a confirmation at candle reversal body. That's it, guys. We just want you to know that you understand about your assignment and you do understand about this SOP. So I'll see you at the next SOP.